Welcome to 4350 TV. Daryl Nicholson back with you again. Thanks for staying tuned. Hope you enjoyed 30 businesses in 30 days in June for the City Heart. Today, Robert Weymouth.
Nico, how you going?
Good. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thanks. I hope it's okay to call you Nico, not Daryl. That's okay.
And look, I can call you my friend. I do
Yes.
say my friend. And Rob and I go back a long way. I repeated year 12 at Centenary Heights State High in 1983.
Yeah.
And we were just saying, you disappeared for 16 years and then you came back to Toowoomba, and we've always kept in touch. And mate, tell us, you left school and you became a Chippie. What happened from there?
Mate, I love Centenary Heights. Nico, I really did. Enjoyed my time there. Did reasonably well at school. Apart from enjoying my life as well, I focused on my school work. Did okay. But I like to. I wanted to get out and build things with my hands, so I did. I got out and did building. Did a carpentry apprenticeship in Toowoomba here. And I always wanted to get ahead of my life, and I had goals where I wanted to achieve things and get ahead. And at that time, I looked around for any university opportunities, and unfortunately, in Toowoomba at that time, there was no building degrees. So I actually had to go to Brisbane to do a degree in building, which since has changed. Like 3 years ago, they've started one at USQ, which is great.
Okay. Right.
So here at work, we've got probably five or six young cadets that are going through the USQ building degree, which is great for our business. But back then, when I was going through, unfortunately, like I said, there was no building degree. So I went to Brisbane to do a degree in construction. So that's why I left town.
Right.
But I've always wanted to come back because I grew up here. I love the area. Great place to grow up, and great place for my children to live, and so that's why I moved back.
And that's what I find, there's people, and I've done it, I went to the Gold Coast and Brisbane and come back home, and people I'm interviewing have migrated away and migrated back. So mate, you're running Hutchinson Builders now in Toowoomba, and there's a lot of exciting stuff happening. I just saw in the foyer the Empire Theatre, the Armitage Centre there.
That's it, we've done 3 stages of the Empire Hutchies. Like I've been at Hutchies now nearly 30 years, 29 years.
29 years,
yeah, all up, because when I left Toowoomba, I went and got a job in Brisbane with Hutchinson Builders. Stayed with them for 11 years there, and then went to Townsville for 5 years, set up the office in Townsville and Cairns for Hutchies. But look, locally here we've got we've got close to 200 people, and it's a big business, and a lot of good loyal people have been with us for a long time. And we've recently been awarded the Bunnings store, which is great.
So that's underway.
It's just about to start. It's $28 million, but the Empire Theatre is something that's dear to our heart because we've done the 3 stages there from the original redevelopment, and then we did the Centenary Conference Precinct, which included an Encores restaurant. And then we did the Armitage Centre, and we're actually a financial donor towards the Armitage Centre. And if you go in there, you'll see over the bar, you'll see the Hutchies Bar, which we asked to sponsor the bar, which is great. And we don't get free drinks, for some reason. But no, so it's a Hutchies Bar. So look, we've got a great affinity with the Empire Theatre. It's a great facility for our city.
It's a beautiful facility.
It's magic, absolutely magic. And every time I go in there and sit in there and watch a show and see that beautiful big light on the ceiling, it's just a fabulous spot.
Great stuff. And mate, big supporters of Toowoomba Rugby League.
Yes.
We were just talking about that before. I've jumped on board and helping Alan Pine and South with Forbes footy and that sort of stuff. And you've got a big commitment with the Rugby League.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been involved for it's probably nearly 5 years now, I think. And we've also signed up for another 7 or up. But when we first got involved, Alan Pine was there, and he had a vision for rugby league. He was struggling a little bit there 5 or 6 years ago, and Alan got a vision going, and did a great job. And then it was taken over by Paul Dean, and now Brian Gilroy's in charge. So I think the TRL have done a great job over the last 5 odd years, and it's a premier sport, I believe, in this area, and also goes out to areas such as Gundy and Dalby, where we do work, and our people go out and work in those communities. So it sort of also helps tie us into those communities, and it's a local grassroots sport. A lot of our people also play rugby league or are involved in coaching or managing, and So it's a big part of our business, big part of the community. So we love being involved.
And what else does Hutchinson's do? What else have you taken on to give back to the community?
No, we do a lot of stuff, but you know, a lot of it, like we do the tennis, the pro tennis in September.
Yeah.
You know, we do support like the hockey. We support the hockey. We're a big donor of Careflight as well.
So
we were
Careflight
original.
ball.
Yeah, we were the original. When Careflight were looking at coming to Toowoomba, we were the original. 6 people got involved and put the money in to get them to Toowoomba.
Okay.
And we did that, along with like the likes of Clyde Berger and A.G. Regan. There's half a dozen people who did that. So we put that money in, and we've been a supporter of them since then. I think that's 10 years. I think they've been 10 years, and they do a great job for the community. And also, you know, they're now in Weymouth, so any of our people working out west, you know, God forbid if someone gets hurt on one of our sites or has an accident to or from work, we know that Careflight's there to take care of them. So for us, it's giving to the community, but also something that, you know, hopefully our people won't need it, but if they do, we know it's
and
a
look,
critical
those missions aren't cheap. They're $12,500 each mission, and they're doing. When I last spoke to Sarah, it's about 13 or 14 missions a week. And even saw them flying last night.
Yeah, that's it. It's the busiest one in Queensland. So out of this area, so you know, it's something that's critical to this area. So we love being involved in Careflight. We also look our people, either whether they're playing sport or whether they're involved in any number of things, we support.
That's right.
And they come and see us and they want to buy jerseys for their club or you know, water bottles or whatever. We get involved in that to help our people really. So.
Good stuff. Okay, mate, and just wrap off one more question. Loving Toowoomba so much, you've been back. The next 5 years, what do you think? Where do you think the airport will be and Toowoomba?
Yeah, look, I think, for me coming back here, like I was, you know, grew up here, went to school here, went away for 16 years, it was a while. Been back nearly 15, I think 14 thereabouts. But just the change that's happened since I came back 13, 14 years ago till now is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Not much had changed since I left. I sort of drove back to town, drove down Margaret Street, went, wow, it's a great feeling. But, you know, it looks similar to what it was. Since then, there's been massive changes in our region, and but I think the next step for us is that'll just keep growing and bring more people to this town. And the things. You need the young people staying here. You know, the things like I talked about, having uni courses here for our building cadets. That keeps young people in our town. All of the development in amongst the city, all the little coffee shops and all that's laneway, and more nightclubs and more bars for the young people. That keeps them here. You know, things like the employment through the airport and the range crossing. That just helps stimulate the economy. But all those things that have changed in our community that gives young people more things to do, engages them, keeps them in our community, allows them to stay here, work, get a job, make money, put their family here and stay long term, and that'll just keep growing our community. You know, so
and look, I remember years ago we'd go to Brisbane to get those things, and now what I'm finding with doing this for them, there is so much going on in town.
There is,
in the city.
Absolutely. And you look at the shopping centre, I think they're talking $300 million worth of trade left Toowoomba. Well, hopefully that'll stay here, and that'll be all jobs for our kids and our grandkids. I haven't got it yet, but it'll be jobs for our community. So hopefully I see that Toowoomba's got a great future. It's a solid town. You know, there's a lot of things happening here, and we're happy to be involved in it.
Mate, I want to thank you for coming on the show today, and Robert Weymouth, Hutchinson Builders, and you see Robert around town, just give him a wave, and a big supporter of the community and loves Toowoomba, and that's again what we're about. We're loving Toowoomba. Mate, thanks for coming on the show. I'm catching up with Paul Reedy.
Oh, good, that'll be fun.
So
that'll be fun.
We'll have a good interview.
He's great fun, isn't he? He's a character.
I'm catching up with him, so stay tuned. Paul Reedy's coming up soon. So
okay,
mate, thanks again.
Thanks again. Good on you, mate.
Until next time, take care.
Thanks.